Hello and welcome to Business Talk, brought to you by the Sharonville Chamber of Commerce. I'm Britt Scearce with Emory Federal Credit Union. I'm your host. And today here in the studio, we have Lois Erven, who is the president of the Sharonville Chamber, here to talk to us about the chamber. Lois, welcome.
Well, thank you, Britt, and thank you for being our host on Business Talk. You do a great job. We appreciate that.
It's a lot of fun. We get to meet a lot of great people, and just like everything else that we do here at the chamber, it's a great way to connect with other professionals and get to know them. So.
It is. And for our members then, have a video that they can post on their own social media, their website, and have it professionally done, professionally interviewed. So it's a great benefit to the chamber members. So thank you again for doing that.
Oh, my pleasure. So tell me a little bit about the Sharonville Chamber.
Well, the Sharonville Chamber is uniquely a friendly chamber. We are known for that. We do a lot of networking events and try to work with other chambers to double or triple the exposure for networking purposes. So we like to meet other chambers, and everyone is welcome.
That's great.
We don't lock people out that are not members of the chamber.
Well, I know I've been a member for probably, a dozen years or so, and it's always been one of the most inviting, just friendly chambers, just so easy to kind of get to know folks. You're really good at introducing folks, and again, you throw so many great events that it's easy to just, mingle and get, make contacts.
Well, we try. Thank you for that compliment. We try to do that. We do have a lot of very friendly members that do want to network. So having those business after hours, the business connection lunch with networking before and after, flat out networking events. We did a networking breakfast in December that was lots of fun. We had a little game they had to play and move around the room, and so that was a lot of fun. We can be creative, try to do some things different. It was hard to be during the shutdown because we love to see people, so you don't know how much you miss people until they're all taken away from you, and that was a little challenge for us, but we made that work.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. This is kind of like a common question. I mean, do you have to be in business in Sharonville to belong to the Sharonville Chamber?
Nope. Chambers are not territorial. You look at different chambers, you might find 2 or 3 that are a great fit for you. You might find one that's a great fit for you, but there's never a requirement that you have to be in a certain zip code to be in a certain chamber. We're not territorial. We all try to work together, so that does not happen. And I know you personally, your company, Emory, belongs to 3 or 4 different chambers.
That's right, yeah. We belong to multiple chambers, and of course we've been involved with Sharonville for, like I said, at least I think a dozen years or so. Yeah. And we've, and we have branches in Bridgetown over on the west side, in Liberty Township, and here in Blue Ash. So, and I know you do events with all of those chambers.
We do. We like to do that. So it's all good. Every time we make a connection for someone, that's a little victory for us. So we don't care if we've made it with another chamber. That's all good. It helps your business, and that's what a chamber is in the business to do, to help make those connections. Offer benefits that are cost-saving, and the education. We love doing education. We are in Sharonville, which is very heavily with manufacturing. And so we do events that are just for manufacturers. All are welcome, but the focus of the topic is going to be about manufacturing. We've done cybersecurity for everyone, but also just for manufacturers and things like that. We try to hone in on what our members need and offer that education. Right now, workforce development is a big deal, so we have done forums in that. We've got one coming up in May with UC Blue Ash, with Princeton City School District, and with Great Oaks Career Campuses, talking about all the things that those 3 can do to help our regional manufacturers and other employers find the help they need.
Wow, that's a great resource. Tell me a little bit about how was the chamber affected by the COVID pandemic?
The COVID affected all chambers about the same way, because most of us have 3 or 4 or 5 events every month.
Yeah.
So suddenly we couldn't do those. So that was a little bit of a challenge. We are so fortunate to be in Sharonville, though, because we have the Sharonville Convention Center. So as soon as banquet centers were permitted to open, I was the first one to call and say, we're ready, we're doing lunch. So we did a great lunch. We had a big round table that would normally seat 8. people, two across from each other, one facing forward. They're all apart 6 feet from the back of their chair to the next chair. The convention center went all out to make that safe for us. Plated meals, nobody's touching anything. And that lasted for 6 months. We had a terrific time. We had great speakers. And then when the numbers started going up again, we decided to take a break till after Christmas. But we're very fortunate to have that resource for us, as well as other resources for locations. So that was pretty much what we were doing, figuring out how can we get around that and still meet. And business after hours were the hardest because most facilities were not going to open their doors to us. So we just did other things instead. There were a couple of things that we took advantage of that slower time. We'd always wanted to do a leadership program, and it was just hard to fit in when we were so active with other things. So we got to work on that and started that last year. In March through November, we had LEAD, Northern Cincinnati, had a group of 15 individuals that didn't know each other and were fast friends by about the third month. They meet for almost a full day monthly. And that is starting up again. Our LEAD 2022 starts on March 15th. So if anybody's interested in that, they could call us. But it was really super to do, and it was a lot of work. So we might not have been able to do that if we had kept up our crazy pace of all of our activities. So that was a bonus.
Some good that came out of that.
It was absolutely something good that came out of it. So we were very happy to do that. And the other thing that Britt knows, a little secret that the rest of you don't know now, one of the other things that we've always wanted to do is better reflect our membership, because over 50% of our membership is not located, their facility is not located in Sharonville. So we would meet people at our various different events, and they would say, well, I'd love to be in your chamber, but our business isn't in Sharonville. And I don't know people think that until they tell us that, and I don't know who's thinking it till they say so. So we wanted to better reflect who the people that were involved in our chamber, who were active, and reflect that better. So we are rebranding.
Okay.
And we're very excited about it. I already told you the name of our safety council earlier is the Northern Cincinnati Safety Council. So that was back in 2014. And I already had a little idea that that's the way we wanted to go, to be more inclusive. And then our lead group is called LEAD, Northern Cincinnati.
I'm starting to spot a theme here.
You are. So what would you think we would call our rebrand to?
Would it have something to do with Northern Cincinnati?
It would. So we're going to take this down, put that aside. We love our old chamber logo, but we like this one better.
There is the new one.
There's the new one.
Northern Cincinnati Chamber of Commerce.
Right. And we are not trying to take anyone over. We're going to keep our office in Sharonville. We love being there. It's a great location between 75, 71, just south of 275. We can get anywhere from there. So it's not that we're taking anyone over. We are just going to reflect our membership better and hopefully reach out to people who didn't realize that they could be in a chamber like ours, regardless of their location. So. Wow. That's what we did. We love it.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So this week we're getting all of our promotional items in. We've got our new name tags and window clings. So we're pretty excited. We have to remember that we have new website name and new
that
emails.
changes everything, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So the four of us have a lot to remember too. But we're just really looking forward to it, and it's just a bright new day. We like our bright colors. We have actually the same colors as before, just a lot more white on it, so it pops a little bit more. And again, we're just really excited to be a better representative of our businesses and let people know what we do here in Sharonville.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, like you said, I know so many friends that are part of the chamber that are from all over the city, really. Right. So, and even down into the city, really, not just even the northern part. So, like you said, you do not have to be just in Sharonville to belong to this chamber.
Nope, and that's true for anyone. Blue Ash Business Association, I think most of them are from Blue Ash, but they don't have to be.
Yeah.
Westchester Chamber, or Westchester Liberty Chamber Alliance.
Yes,
the same thing for them. You do not have to be in that geographical area in order to be. You choose the chamber that works best for you, where you're making the best connections and has the benefits and the educational resources that you need.
Yes, and every chamber is unique, just like individuals, and that we all, every chamber has its own kind of feel and vibe, if you will, and and some of the, the membership is slightly different maybe at each one. And depending on, basically the reason why business professionals want to belong to a chamber is they want to go where people are,
Right.
and they want to be able to make connections, and they
Right.
want to be able to build relationships.
Right.
We like to do business with people we like and trust, and we love to go to, great chambers that offer a lot of great benefits and a lot of great events and everything to help connect us, and that's certainly what you do. And this definitely reflects, your what you do at the chamber.
It is. And we also, I don't know if you've been to it or not, we do a luncheon every year for our nonprofits. So they all get time on stage to talk about what they do. And several of those are not in Sharonville either. And they were surprised that they were going to be able to do that. I said, absolutely. We want to support the people that are supporting the community. And that's been a nice, how to say that? It's been a nice connection for all of them because they're meeting new potentially supporters for their efforts.
Yeah, volunteers and donors.
Yes, and just like having Jerry on here earlier, they do a great job, but not everybody knows what they do. So we can help get the word out about what those nonprofits are doing. So that's one of our fun things we do.
Fantastic. Any other thoughts for the vision for the future of the chamber?
Well, we want to continue to serve our regional community. So when you hear me say regional, that's my way of saying that you don't have to be in Sharonville. Now that you look back, you'll see I'm saying that a lot. But it's been a lot of fun. I love what I do. I love watching those connections happen. And when I see those, I just think, yeah, we did that. That's great.
Yeah.
And I just love it. We're getting our locations together for our lead group this time and making some new friends to find out more about their business and how they can show their leadership story to us. And so, again, it's some things good came out of that pandemic. And for us, it was rebranding and getting leads started. Yeah. And now we're just having fun reconnecting. We've got a full slate for March. We have our Business Owners Roundtable is coming up in the beginning of the month. We have a Business After Hours with Westchester Liberty Chamber Alliance.
Yeah.
I like to just use their initials.
Yeah.
That is going to be hosted by Lois. We've done that several years in the past and had to take a 2-year break from that, so we're back doing that. Our Business Connection Lunch, I'm excited. We've got a new speaker we haven't had before. I gave Joe Rossi a call, and he's going to come talk about his family business, which we all know is fireworks.
Yeah,
so that's
yes.
on March 17th at the Convention Center, where we'll be safely spaced and served, so that's all safe there. Our lead group is starting this month on the 15th, and I'm not going in chronological order. It's just lots of things to be excited about.
Yeah. Well, you do a great job as the president of the chamber, and like I said, I know for me, I've benefited greatly.
Well, thank you.
And you've been involved at the chamber for a long time, even before you were, president.
Correct.
So you really are doing a great job, and it's great to see this new vision, of the the rebranding and everything come to fruition, and I think the future is bright.
I think it is too. I think it's bright for all chambers. I think businesses are really starting to understand that being connected with a chamber or 2 chambers, it's all beneficial, and the more people you know, the more that you're going to be able to be involved in that community, and it's all good. It's all good. So
Absolutely.
Looking forward to everything.
Well, thank you, Lois.
Thank you, Britt.
Thanks for coming in and spending time with us and letting us know the good new news.
Yeah.
And
I can't stop smiling. I love it.
Well, our guest has been Lois Erven, the president of the Northern Cincinnati Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Business Talk.